My top 5 Star Wars Starfighters. Number 5. The V-19 Torrent Starfighter. So, this fighter, the reason why it's so high is mainly because of its neat design. The fact that not only do the wings fall down, but there's another wing that folds underneath. It's just a very neat design, and it's just unique. There's no other fighter like that in the Star Wars canon. And I think also Legends too. Number 4. The TIE LN Starfighter. So this is the generic TIE fighter that you see. So you can actually throw in some of the other TIE fighter, like this TIE fighter, no, all the TIE fighters, and that's I list them later. But no, this is an enjoyable. Well, not enjoyable. It's a unique fighter. Let's put it that way. It's iconic. But there's just something about it I don't like. I think it's the lack of shields and lack of faster than light travel. The V-19 Torrent also like hyperdrive travel, but it could travel. But the TIE no shields, mass produced. Yeah, it's a okay fighter. It's iconic, and the only reason why it's a number 4 on my list and not an honorable mention or off of my list is because it's so iconic. It's just the TIE Fighter Star Wars. It goes together. You can't help it. Number 3. The RZ-1 A-Wing Interceptor, or also some people say RZ-1 A-Wing Interceptor. Depends on where in the English-speaking world you're from. But anyhow, whether you say RZ-1 or RZ-1, it's the A-Wing. It's a iconic ship, and it is in the shape of an A, and it's real fast. It's enjoyable to play with in the original Star Wars Battlefront. Probably it wasn't the best vehicle, but it was great for dogfighting. Not so good for attacking capture ships. But if you wanted to fight fighters, this was your fighter for you. It's very iconic, and I like the Legends history a lot of it. I would like to know more about its canon history, but the Legends history was pretty cool. Anyhow, on to my number 2 pick. The ARC-170 Starfighter, also known as the Aggressive Reconnaissance 170 Starfighter. So this was a starfighter used by the clones in Revenge of the Sith and the later seasons of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And also was the main ship you used in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original. So it's a predecessor of the X-Wing. It's just a neat design, very powerful, very nice. My only complaint about it was actually how it was treated in the Star Wars Battlefront game. The fact that despite being a 3-seater, it only had 1 seat and you couldn't even fire the real cannon. That's my only gripe about this fighter, and it's not even about the fighter itself. It's about how a game developer interpreted the Starfighter. So I'm giving it a pass on that, but it's neat. It's a very good ship, predecessor of the X-Wing. But now onto some honorable mentions. So I have a lot of them, more than I did in my last top 5 videos, so that's why I don't have any pictures. But the BTLY Y-Wing Starfighter Bomber, so the Y-Wing, I liked how they introduced it into the Clone Wars, showing how the Rebel Alliance was really scraping for fighters, as they were using fighters that were essentially old. They were using surplus fighters or decommissioned fighters that were going to be scrapped, as we saw in an episode of Star Wars Rebels. I forget the episode's name off the top of my head, but just the Y-Wing's canon history just shows how in desperate need the Rebel Alliance was of an attack/bomber. My next honorable mention is the A/SF-01 B-Wing Starfighter. I like the canon history and Legends history, kind of different. The only thing the same is being designed by Mark Calamari. I kind of wish they kept the Legends version where it was Admiral Akbar who designed it, but it's still nice that Mark Calamari designed it. My next one is the Z-95 Headhunter Starfighter. Its only canon appearance, it might have appeared in the comics, but its biggest canon appearances in Star Wars: The Clone Wars as the Z-79 Clone Starfighter, which is a clone headhunter. I think it was Clone Starfighter is what it was called. But that was its first appearance, and it was just neat seeing it on screen. I hope they, include it, make it how the Rebel Alliance use it, whether it be the clone variant or more like is the headhunter variant, the regular one, just to show again how they scrape the bottom barrel to make sure they have fighters. And also, it was neat how in the Legends novel series X-Wing, how Rogue Squadron used headhunters, and it's basically when they infiltrated Coruscant to help take it down for the New Republic. They used X-Wings, not X-Wings, headhunters as fighters since they didn't have access to X-Wings, but they did to headhunters. Next is Droid Tri-Fighter. I'm kind of using this for all the Droid Starfighters. They're neat, but kind of, kind of the same way the TIE Fighters are, but worse. Because there's no pilot, just a brain, an electronic computer brain. Yeah. Next is the TIE/D Defender, or the TIE Defender for sure. It's a neat design. It's being introduced in Star Wars Rebels, so we're going to finally see it in the canon. So it's just a neat fighter. Its design is so neat. I actually had it in Lego form, but it fell apart, and I could put it back together, but it would take a while to do so. And then of course the Jedi Starfighter. So this is the Delta 7, the Delta 7B, the Eta class, all those that we saw in the prequel trilogy, including, and I'm also throwing in here the stuff that we saw back in Legends, the Stealth X Starfighter. That was a Jedi Starfighter, and it's just neat how there's these Starfighters that non-Jedi compatible, but primarily only Jedi did, and earn these Starfighters nicknamed Jedi Starfighters. This kind of neat. But now for my number one pick. It is, if you guys haven't figured out, the X-Wing Starfighter. So I'm including both the biggest ones here, the T-65B X-Wing Starfighter and the T-70 X-Wing Starfighter. In both Legends and canon, it was manufactured by the Incom Corporation. And we know more about its Legends history than we do the canon history. In Legends, Incom developed it, and then their engineers defected to the Rebel Alliance with the plans to produce the X-Wing. And of course, then they built more of them in Legends and canon. They built the T-70, and then also the T-80, or was it T-85, which only has appeared in comic books. But in Legends, they built a lot. The Stealth X fighter I mentioned earlier, that was a variant of the X-Wing. Literally, for 100 years in the Star Wars timeline, pretty much 100 years after the Battle of Yavin, X-Wings were still being used and manufactured. More used, maybe not manufactured. Because actually, I think in 136 ABY, they had developed new stuff, but essentially into the legacy of the 4th series, the X-Wing in some form was still being used by the Jedi, the Rebel Alliance successors, the Galactic Alliance, all those stuff. And then in canon, it's still being used. And I like how in the canon now how it shows development. As you can see, the engine split now instead of two separate ones, which gives it a sleeker appearance when the X4s are folded in. And also it's just sleeker overall. It's showing technological progression, which you don't always get. Sorry about that. That happens on my computer every now and then. I apologize. But that's it I have for today. day. I'll be sure to, so this is my second top 5 video I've done for Star Wars. I'm planning on doing some more of them. It's just gonna come out when I can. And I'm just so you know, schoolwork is picking up a lot, so I may not be uploading as frequently as I would like. I apologize in advance. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and leave a comment down below, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for future content. I upload regularly on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and semi-regularly on Tuesday and Friday. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Support me on Patreon. Check out my Google site. Feel free to check out any of my other YouTube channels, the Art and History channel, John Berry, and Johnson Berry. Feel free to check out the video in the playlist on the screen. Have a good day or good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.